Greetings, dear, beautiful, magnificent, precious soul that you are. Eternal being, you are eternity. Yes. Have no fear. See, fear is an app. Fear is a false reality. Fear is that to terrorize you, to keep you in negative emotions, to feed the lies. Yes. So, I was looking at the title. I guess I would call it, it was the high cost of memories. The high cost of memories. See, a lot of people live in memories. I gave away all the photographs, of all the past. Now my life is not about sitting around looking at all photographs of what bodies you still look at, like. And then you think of how it used to be. And then people say, oh, if we could only do it again. Don't worry, you will. But everybody does the same thing again, because they're still operating in the same system. Okay? This system is set up for suffering, or there wouldn't be win-lose, you see. There wouldn't be 3 strikes and you're out. Okay? There wouldn't be the suffering, the disease, the pain, all the war, the crime, all of this. This is an aberration, complete aberration of the truth, of the absolute, of the magnificent that we are and part of. And what happens is, why you want to cast off memories, and why it costs so much. What it does is that by the memories, you're feeding it in the mind. You're giving it oxygen. When you're going there and you're just looking at the past, what they said, what they could have, should have, or would have done, what you could have, should have, or would have done. If only had it been different. I could have and you would have, and then I would have, but I never did. And here's this poor little disappointed girl, and little photograph, a poor disappointed little girl or little boy that they didn't have their dreams come true. And what? This is all mind stuff. This is propaganda. This is the mind destroying, living off of you. So you have to get the mind, this false, fake entity lives off of you, and you give it life because that becomes your friend. Do you know how many people, their friend is the mind? They're thinking with the mind, they're analyzing with the mind, they're playing with the mind. It's always about you, me and my mind, me and my mind. It's me and my mind. And the mind's got to be energized. You got to have new stuff to think about. Got to have new ideas. You got new inventions. You got to go new technology. You got new this, because the mind's got to be stimulated all the time. And then when you start to meditate, boy, hard to do, because to be there within myself, and then the mind again is going to take you back. Well, let's go do this. Let's go do. You have to train yourself to be in charge, you see, of you. And where you're going to focus and where you're going to be. And when you're in the memories, it's costing you your life force. It's costing you the divine. It's costing you the fulfillment of your heart's desires in every way. And the heart's desire is to really be fully expressed and released of the cage, like the rib cage. That then you see the energy field, the net, the web. You see, and all those words, the net, the web, it's all, you see, energy containment and energy harnessing and energy using. And what are most people looking for? The energy of money. So that they can do what they want. Why? So they can feel good. Why don't you just feel good? Well, I hate where I am. I hate this and I hate that. Well, no wonder you can't feel good. You're going to hate wherever you are anyway after a while, because you're just used to hating. I knew somebody, you go on vacation, they could never even stay there and relax because their mind would never stop. And most people, their mind is torturing so much, so sometimes they have to take heavy medication of some heavy drugs because the mind would want you to just take a meditation class. Why don't you go on a retreat? Why don't you go sit alone in the forest somewhere? Or on the beach, or wherever it needs to be, where nobody's around, and be still. And listen. And tune in and own your powers and the elements, you see. The body is made of the elements. So when we're in the nature, we're humming, you see. And when you're in nature spiritually, we're humming with nature of the divine. When we're in tune with the nature, it isn't the nature that we've described of one animal killing and destroying another. Where did that come from? Supposedly, in the first, you might say, virtual realityism, but not really virtual, but in the real earth, the animals didn't hurt each other, and they all lived on the grains. Yes, and the leaves, and that kind of food, you see. Or perhaps, yes, in a very different way. And also very people that, we have the teeth of herbivorides, not carnivores, and the digestion and the acids of the stomach and everything. So we have a divine body. And you don't want to disturb your divine body. And see, the memories, well, in the holidays we always eat this and that and this and that, and that's part of the celebration. And the memories keep taking us back into the past to look at what we want in the future. And so then you're just looping back and forward, back and forward. And then we're always in the trying to remember everything. No, you'll need to know what you need to know in the moment you need to know it. Just remember God and never forget God. Just remember yourself and never forget. Just remember to be in the now, fully connected to the divine, and that you are wisdom, all-knowing. Every part of you is you're everywhere present, because you're part of what is everywhere present, all-knowing, all-powerful, all beautiful, all loving, all kind, all generous, all the divine qualities creative. You got all of it. You always got it. Now, you use it wherever you're directing. If you're directing it into the past, where's the past living except in your mind and your furniture and your old photographs and all of this other stuff? You're going to look at when it used to be. Well, my time is over. Your time is over for what? Don't be in time. Forget that. That's a crock. But people, I believe it because I have a watch. Well, that's why it's called a watch. You're supposed to watch it all the time. Tick tock, keeping the mind go back and forward. So anyway, so here is then the deal, is what you do is you own your power in the moment and be for now.